Macheroni habuti. Abushe. Bangwanani Shamwari wararase. We have Shamwaris here. Molioli, Mabugabuti, Lochan, Molwe, Tan. Awe Massacant. How's it? Fuyabora, Guten Morgen, Bonjour, Buongiorno, Yasu, Konnichiwa, Ni hao, Namaste, Vanakum.
Salam.
Good morning. Welcome to your punishment session. Now it's always a punishment because you have me here, but I have entertainment, so thank you. So one of the beautiful things that I would like to start off with is just a beautiful welcome to every single one of you, and absolute gratitude from me to all of you for being here. Because you being here means that you chose you, and that's the most powerful thing you can ever do in life, is demand for yourself every single thing that you deserve in life. And today, because it's Women's Day, I'm just gonna mess it up and say, I like guys. So I'm gonna beg for forgiveness today, and then teach you why I like them, and how I trained them, and how easily trainable men are, and the power that you wield as a woman and a person, but more importantly as a human being. And what I'm going to do today is talk into something that I'm seriously passionate about, and that is creating compassionate leaders of influence. Now that is what I live for, the thing that I have desired in my life, because I never had it. And the one thing that I found that in my lifetime is to continuously grow and to continuously learn was one of the biggest gifts I could give to myself. And so as I traverse this world that we live in, this beautiful earth that we walk on, I have started to realize that kindness and compassion was the biggest thing that people were looking for. And that our country and the histories of our past had removed our ability to see people as human, had removed our ability to see the talent, the incredible wisdom, the joy, the magic that every person walks with on this earth. We forgot that because we bought into what was demanded of us, what was programmed into our thinking. We learned about prejudice, we learned about stereotypes, we learned about all of these things. Discrimination, harassment, the lack of psychological safety in our environments was all built into us by things that were created by man, for mankind to be in control. And what I have learned over the years is how to take back that control and be in control of what I can control for myself personally. And to never ever be dumbed down by the thinking of the other people, and never to be limited by the belief systems of everybody around me. So when they talk about all of these beautiful sayings, by the way, I meant to introduce myself properly. Forgive me. I have no sense of humor, no filter. So whatever happens in my head falls out my mouth, so I need to apologize in advance. Because anything I say today is not meant intentionally to hurt anybody, to bring anybody down, or to do anything that hurts your feelings. When I speak, I'm speaking my truth, because I have learned to keep quiet is what kept me down. To be quiet is what allowed me to be subservient to what I was taught. To be quiet and to be the good girl and to pitch up and always be the doormat for everybody. Yes. Taught me that I was a slave to everybody else's bullshit. Mm-hmm. And so I have learned not to temper my words, but to be careful in how I instill it in you. So that when you walk away, you too have got the how can I do the same. And you challenge every single thing you hear. And you take back your humanity. You take back your grace as a woman. Yes. And when you walk proud to know who you are. So ngimanqobo mapholo bamashamahle ngizishumayela. Amadlozi Badimu, everybody has been greeted properly. Now I can continue. Right? So I begged forgiveness. So I'm going to use a lot of words that are X-rated just because I can. Not to hurt anybody. Please censor it in your mind, but take away the lesson.
I heard that you are a doctor.
Yes.
A doctor in psychology. Obviously not a medical
Not
doctor.
medical doctor.
Doctor in?
I have a professional doctorate from Oxbridge for leadership and for diversity, equity, inclusion. It's for messing with people's brains for the last 27 years.
You have the best job ever.
Yes. So what I have learned in life is that everything that I'm talking to you about is that I have learned at the feet of the people who have been there, done that, who have sacrificed everything of who they were, and who were there willingly to share their knowledge, wisdom, and expertise with me. I sat under the trees with the Nkosis. I listened to the Gogos crying and telling me about their pains and their fears. I sat with all of our grandmothers and I listened to what they overcame. I listened to my mother cry as she was a single mother looking after a whole lot of children, coming from abuse, coming from things that were done to her that are unspeakable. And sitting here in this room, some of you have experienced that pain, that hurt, that trauma. Some of you have been in that environment. A lot of you are still overcoming, being the doormat to culture, religion, tradition, what people say, our families, our belief systems, the things that they demand of you must step up, stand out, be beautiful, articulate yourself, and be ladylike. And I say footsack to that. Because no matter what you are wearing, no matter what you do, who you are always becoming. But in order to become, you need to know who you are, so you need to learn how to just be without apologizing for breathing. You need to learn how to be so that you are the person that walks in and your energy speaks volumes before you do anything. So when you walk into any room, you don't see a sea of men who are there to put you down. You see a whole lot of wisdom and expertise sitting there, and you work out how to entice and encourage them to share their knowledge and wisdom with you, because there are phenomenal men in this world. There are stunning, phenomenal women in this world. And so when we tap into their greatness, what we're doing is tapping inevitably into our greatness and our belief that we deserve more, that we always deserved more, and that we are demanding it now, not tomorrow. We are not the leaders of the future, we are leading now. And when we are leading now, we are saying, my self-leadership is determined by what I do every single day, which means my words and my actions should always match. We demand this from the people around us, but does our words and action match? It's that simple. Because as we talk about values and values-based leadership, we need to know, what do we value as people? Because when we're demanding it from the people around us, do we give that? Do we embody that? Do we value ourselves? And Erica spoke about burnout, and she said, you're not a candle. I'm going to add to that, you're not a tree. You can move. So if you are in a situation that is preventing you from growing, you are not a tree. Move. There are nearly 8 billion people on this earth. If there are some shitty human beings in your environment, move. After you tell them to footsack. Stand up for the injustices in this world. Stand up for the voices that cannot be heard. And if that is a passion and it is a purpose, then you are living a purpose-filled life. Many people will go to conferences and events looking for their purpose. They are searching for their purpose. But I can tell you the simplicity of the fact that you get up every single day, the fact that you create a warm meal for people, that you listen intentionally, that you hold space for people who are hurting, that you are kind and gentle with your words, you already are on purpose as you walk this earth. And I don't believe in leaving a legacy. I believe in live a legacy. Live it now. Don't wait until you're dead. Majority of our families will be fighting for what did you leave in the will. They'll be killing each other and saying, I want this and I want that, right? They don't care once you're dead. But why not give all of that caring whilst you live to the people who can actually grow because of who you are and who you're becoming? And so when I talk about leadership, it is getting to the point where we realize that there's a thoughtfulness in the way that we speak to people. That when we network, we don't ask people what they do for a living. And I was speaking to some young ladies earlier. What I do for a living does not tell you the reality of who I am as a person. What I do for a living is what I achieved. And I'll continue to achieve. And I'll continue to grow. But it doesn't define who I am and the passion that I have in life. It doesn't tell you about the madness that I've got going on. It doesn't tell you about the adventures that I crave, the places that I go to, the things that I do that makes my soul on fire. So if I'm going to say to you, yes, I'm an electrician, I'm an engineer, okay, what happens immediately in anybody's head? Oh, you're one of those. Oh, I know what all electricians, engineers, instrumentation people are, manufacturing, mining. Yeah, I know because I got the stereotype in my head because that is what we were taught. We stereotype everything because we're selfish like that. Because it's easy. It's easy to say, I know what all Indian people are like. No, you don't. Look, I've never been to India, right? I try. Every time I see them and their heads go nodding like that, my head starts to nod. And I'm trying to understand them, but really I don't. Right? So, well, amongst ourselves, right? What I'm saying is that we never know people. We cannot know what all cultures are like, all religions are like. We can never know what every human being is like, what their story is. And so when you're sitting with a person, you don't ask them what you do for a living. That'll come out. What are you passionate about? What makes your heart sing? What have you done recently that has moved somebody's life in a way that has allowed them to grow? And watch how embarrassed they will get to actually share that they were kind